bear with us. Okay. Phone call. Fremont, no luck. Wow. Somebody just tagged it on my page so people know. Yeah. Wow. Let me get Comrade Stan hearing him ahead. Okay, let me get him a heads up real quick. Okay, let me figure. Y'all see, keep trying. We just gonna go Facebook and Instagram real quick. Let me give our heads up. Yeah, let me since nope. Oh, to my guy, I'm here too in the studio, so you know I'm here. All right, okay, Fremont. Okay, what I'm trying to find. Yeah, okay. Yeah. YouTube. Okay. They're playing games. What's the name? So we on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Yeah, get camera Henry heads up.
You by yourself?
Just me, yeah.
Just do what you normally do.
Yeah. You can call. You know what? Call it. We don't call it because the blog talk tripping. But you can call it intellectual radio. Is phone here?
Yeah. Yeah. Same number.
Yep. Okay. So
708 is up here.
All right. So the ring. I just read. Okay. 708. I'm gonna get the number on Facebook. Y'all call in. Excuse me, call in. All right. Okay.
And make sure
223-8953.
And make sure the speaker button and put it on put the
microphone. Yep. Yeah. Okay, right on. Yeah, 223-8953. Yep. Give me a heads up. Yep. Okay, right on. Okay, somebody. Okay, just might post this up there. Ooh, okay. On my page, so I need to post up get this coffee. Now, y'all know I ain't doing no commercials for no coffee. Okay. Vermont, what you doing? You moving and grooving? Okay, can you put a post up? Tell people that the blog they're playing games. The blog talk. Tag my page. Blog talk is down. People go to YouTube Live and yeah, Instagram. Yep, Instagram and what is this? Facebook. Yep. Fremont. Yep. Right on. Fremont. We tag. Yep, Fremont. Okay, Instagram. Yeah. Okay. Man. Put the number. What is that? Also call in. Y'all bear with us. Y'all know we'll be on a pivot. Okay. Also, they can call in. So we can call in at 708 223 223 8953. Yep, 708. Okay, let's go Instagram. Okay, let's get this going. See what it doing. Still everything. Damn technology. The charge. Okay, let's go. We can go with it. Whew, man. Okay. Ain't no sense of calling this system. Blog Talk is down, y'all. Okay. Y'all forgive me. Y'all know I'm not doing no commercials. Cub life, man, for life. Cub life for life. Hook or crook. Free them all. Free them all. Whew. Okay. I'll catch my breath here, man. Heads up, eyes open, and fists clench. Y'all know what this is. Now we do this. Locked and loaded for another episode of Free Them All Radio here, December the 20th, 2023. We're gonna do what it do. We unfortunately Blog Talk. Blog Talk is down, so you can't call in with the 929 number. You can call in at 708-223-8953. Again, 708-223-8953. That's the we're not on live on intellectual radio, but we on live on YouTube. Yes, indeed. Peace and love, from all of you as well. My sister right on. See you in the building. So Naoki in the building. That's why I see y'all tapping in with us, y'all. I see our co-host Lady Ray. She's on Facebook. I see Dennis Fletcher in the building. I see peace and blessings you as well. My brother, man, from down south, you dig? I'm talking about, man, make sure I'm talking about not you hear people say rest in peace. You can even we say rest in freedom, rest in power. Down in Haynesville, Louisiana. Clinch fist salute Stephen Lynn. I'm talking about they make sure cover down on the chairman down there. You know what I'm saying? Man, I mean, I don't care, man. Particularly on Father's Day, we go down there, convene to the grave site. But even after that, you know what I'm saying? You know, his grave is still under attack. His legacy is still under attack. And I'm to my man. And sometimes we can't, get that trip down south. We just shout out to Stephen Lynn and others, man, right on in the building. We're going to go with this here, y'all. Forgive me, y'all. Y'all know I ain't doing no commercials for this. I'll be running too fast. I ain't bring my cup. Had to stop and grab some coffee. Grab some coffee real quick. We're going to go with this here. So y'all forgive me. I just started some gas in it. I done had jailhouse coffee taste a little stronger than that, a little better than that. But we moving and grooving, man. Lot to talk about, lot to bring up. I just really hate that Blog Talk is down. Comrades, they're working on it. They're working on it. Also, intellectual radio is down. So we're going to make sure we tag, still save this, post it up. Get a few things up my chest. We definitely want to extend revolutionary birthday greetings to my comrade, to our comrade, to our Deputy Field Marshal Gio. Today is his birthday. Y'all hit his page, give him a shout out. Again, it's Deputy Field Marshal's birthday. Shout out. A few more people I've seen that birthday also. Y'all, matter of fact, y'all tap in. For those, saying those birthdays, they also tap in. But let people know, again, y'all posting y'all page also. that Blog Talk Radio is down. They can go to Facebook. They can go to Facebook. Facebook. Justice for Lakeith Smith. Justice for Lakeith Smith. Justice for Lakeith Smith. I was rushing out the house and I had a plain black t-shirt on. I said, whoa, stop, back up. You know, seize the time. Lakeith Smith, his mother's been on the show with us. Sister Tina been on us a number of times. Live from Montgomery, Alabama. Again, down in Montgomery, Alabama. So the brother was 15 years old when he was snatched up, charged, locked up. He was sentenced as an adult. We went down there, for his resentencing hearing about 2 years back. And it was an insult. You know what I'm saying? They the court system. Richard Pryor says the just us system. You go out and look for justice, you find just us. They call it the resentencing. The judge came out of retirement and re-hit him again. May have shaved a couple of years off, but he's been Lakeith Smith and charged with felony murder. And it's not even the contention. The state is not even debating that the police had killed his young brother, his friend. You know what I'm saying? That's not even up for debate. They acknowledge the police murdered him, but they say with this felony murder, this charge, somehow they say like indirect is his responsibility that, you know what I'm saying, that happened. One second, where my speaker at? Freedom on Radio. Freedom on Radio. I got you. You on that, comrade? You on that? Okay. Okay, listen. Happy birthday, man. Hey, it's actually Deputy Field Marshal birthday. Deputy Field Marshal Gio, man. Oh, okay. I don't know what you had mixed up with you. Yeah. I'm right behind him though. I'm a few days. Well, birthday days, I'm right behind him. But he behind me on the years though. I'm coming up December the 29th, y'all. On my birthday, but yep. I'm 9 days later. Yes, indeed. We and he a soldier. We had got word that we had to attend some coalition work to go out of town, and we had to raise struggle. You know what I'm saying? My vote was we can both be out of town at the same time, and luckily we took that position, man. And he didn't know his return date, but his comrade is soldier, man. So he was designated to go out of town. He didn't know when to get back. Looking for him to come back soon, but just to say this, I'm gonna speak on this real quick too. This is on my chest. Thinking about this. A few days ago, okay, we trying to get this work done at the Hampton House, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been seeing it step by step. It's a process. It's a work in progress, and the electric is out. You know what I'm saying? And we working on tightening it up. You know what I'm saying? It's trial and error, some contradictions. We moving on. But anyway, the electric, the last 3 nights, anyone in Chicago knows it's been back to like Chicago. It's been cold. So the community refrigerator is out. So we said, okay. So some lettuce and carrots sitting outside on the bench, the Chairman Fred bench right next to the refrigerator for a few hours. Boy, tell you how stuff work. I'm not even gonna mention individuals' names. So end up posting this in this private group. I think it's called I Am Maywood. It's like some class contradiction, like so elitism goes on. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I don't think I've ever seen them, post up any events, whether it be August 30th, Chairman Fred's birthday. I'm not saying in a subjective way, but it's called I Am Maywood. Imagine I Am Memphis or Graceland without no mention of Elvis Presley. You know what I'm saying? Maywood, and you know what I'm saying? So, not to get mixed up with the village of Maywood. You know what I'm saying? Man, do not get those mixed up. So this is just some citizens who are supposed to have this on their own, and all of us. So there's a post put up about 1 o'clock in the morning. The refrigerator down for a few hours. The lettuce and produce is right there cold, and I'm paraphrasing what the lady she said. Not a good look. The vegetables outside where the critters can get them, or something to that effect. And I see this. We don't get me wrong. We welcome criticism. We welcome criticism and self-criticism. We deal with that. In fact, to the point that we have inside the Hampton House, we have not only a mailbox for the mailbox, we have a suggestion box. So if you come through some ideas, you may say, well, I think this can advance the work. What if y'all tweak this and do this on and so forth? So we open for that. Let me be very clear with that. We open for that. But it's interesting. It's interesting that with these posts, you never seen this individual post the testimonies of people coming through and all saying how they grateful for the Hampton House community refrigerator. They're not going to bed hungry. How entire families pull up, and grab. Did I hang up? Okay, that's it. And get food. But this is. I'm gonna say this too before we go. Okay, 1 second. It's a meme. It's a meme on social media. It said black people to go to a black restaurant, and if one thing is off, they say, boy, they'll be like, man, I ain't never going to join that place again. But they'll go to McDonald's and some white folks institutions, and all Cabinet Telling mess with they'll return faithfully and faithfully. But we did ain't nothing all bad, nothing all good. So we want y'all to encourage y'all, come on through, and that same energy, that same post of work up that the Hampton House is doing, y'all. I mean, leaps and bounds, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you see some kinks in the armor, man. Help seal it up. You know what I'm saying? So, well, how can I help donate to get this, get the electrical work finished and complete? You know what I'm saying? Bring like, don't let your criticism outweigh your contributions. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your criticism outweigh your contributions. We're live to work on Freedom on Radio, y'all. Again, let people know that we have contradictions. You did with the Blog Talk Radio and YouTube and Intellectual Radio. That's down now too. So we on live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also, again, Deputy Field Marshal, go to his page. Ask him what's his cash app. See what I'm saying? Man, send something, man. Matter of fact, post it up for me. I don't know if he tapped in with us yet. He's on duty. He's working right now as we speak. Send something to the comrades. You know what I'm saying? He'll be back on location shortly. But he was designated to make a move. Man, we live out of suitcases, man. Toward the case of Jonathan Majors. But also, y'all, we're gonna make sure we extend the Clinton fist salute. We got also we told the Black Panther Politics, the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? It's imperative that we talk about, you know what I'm saying, the legacy, the work, you know what I'm saying, in an objective manner, and also that we acknowledge those who put in service, you know what I'm saying, who no longer is with us. No, this is an ongoing war, and ain't no date in which you say, okay, you've been, you know what I'm saying, you may not be, you know what I'm saying, in the same active context, but you know what I'm saying, we want to make sure we don't forget those. We don't forget those. Hold on 1 second. Fremont, we still are we on live now? Are we on? Call on.
I'm on.
You on? Okay. Comrade Stan, right on. Okay, this is Comrade. Hold on. I don't want to click over yet. I don't want to lose you. Those again, y'all. We are not on Blog Talk. They pulling some stunts with us. If something changes, Sister Comrade Daphne has somebody get on Facebook with me and let me know that it's changed. If something changes about that we can tap into. As a matter of fact, y'all can call viewers. Y'all can tap in. We trying to get in 929-477-3785. And if something changes, let me know. I'll call in. We get in. You know what I'm saying? East St. Louis, y'all. East St. Louis. We talking about the dynamics of Illinois chapter, Chicago branch. The Black Panther Party on whole is a national, later become an international organization. A lot of folks people may not be familiar with, but we want to make sure that you become familiar with them. And these names be etched in our minds and hearts. Those who can, you know what I'm saying, who get out, who put them paws down and get out and get out. With that being said, I think we got Comrade Henry also. I don't know if he's online with us. They might be him trying to call. Comrade Stan is here out of Illinois chapter Chicago branch, but also a lot of people are not. I don't know if y'all familiar. Give y'all. Make sure we get familiar, and we know again this is not only a local, but this is a national, international. Y'all, when we say International Revolutionary Day, that's intentional. We say that, but we don't know about these folks. Make them etch these names. Comrade Stan, bring us up to speed about the comrade that we recently lost. Give us the background, or we say give us the background. You know what I'm saying? If Comrade Henry is on, if he can be clicked in, let me know. I can try to figure out to click on me on this also. in the background. Give, take us there. East, East St. Louis. A lot of cats in my, I think it's called an East Boogie. You know what I'm saying? But just for those who are not familiar, man, bring real speak in regards to our fallen comrade.
Right on.
Free them all, power to people.
Right on. Yeah. Comrade Ed Acock. I had the pleasure of meeting Comrade Ed Acock in 1971. This was at a point in time when the servant, Minister Huey P. Newton, had made a decision to unify and centralize the operation of the party. So he came up with a concept called the Long March Home. It was similar to Chairman Mao's Long March Home, and he ordered many of the chapters and branches to consolidate behind the defection, the assassination of Sam Napier, and the various contradictions that were going on. And this was to strengthen us. So many of the Midwest branches, chapters were ordered to work up under the Illinois state chapter of the Black Panther Party. So Ed, along with other comrades from the East St. Louis branch of the party, were ordered to come to Chicago, close up that operation and come to Chicago, for strengthening as well as an ideological unification. So I got a chance to meet that brother, like I said, along with some other brothers from the chapter down there in East St. Louis. And Ed was the type of brother that he was a very quiet, humble brother, but very, and he was a hardworking brother that worked in many of the programs throughout the Illinois chapter of the party. From what I know of him, I can speak of what he did here. And he worked all the way until the chapter closed up. And then after the chapter closed up, we connected with central headquarters, and we were ordered to reopen the chapter. So I and Ed, and we rounded up some other comrades, got together, and central headquarters sent two comrades from central headquarters, Darren Perkins and Calvin Reese, and we came together and opened up an office on 16th and Springfield, the corner of 16th and Springfield, which was right across from where our medical center, the Spurgeon J. Cornelius Medical Center, was. Ed worked very diligently, night and day. In addition to that, we actually lived together. The brother worked on the campaign for Harold Washington. He worked on many of the campaigns, Gutierrez, Chuy Garcia, Dorothy Tillman, Tim Evans, the whole 9 yards. I mean, just complete, dedicated, diehard brother. Many of the posters of the progressive wing of the Chicago politicians that align themselves with Harold, Ed did the posters, buttons, the whole propaganda, pass cards and everything. He worked out of the Justice Graphics, which was on Montrose at the time. But that brother worked day and night. He also stood beside me. A lot of people don't know this. There was a time we had a black mayor in office, and we were literally having a running gun battle with the skinheads in Uptown. Two individuals, Jack Quinn, Randy Price, they were burning crosses in our front yard. Ed would.
This in Chicago, comrade?
Yeah, 4501 North Magnolia, right behind Truman College. This was 19. We had a black mayor in office. Black mayor in office at that time, and me and Ed would switch up, because I had 3 daughters that were young at that time, and we didn't know if they were gonna try to throw Molotov cocktail in, because we had experienced that once before. That's another story, but they did throw a Molotov cocktail one of the buildings that we stayed in the uptown area and burned the joint down. But in this particular property at 4501 North Magnolia, the pigs had raided the apartment, alleging that I had young white girls underage up in the apartment, and they took me and Ed in. They let Ed go, and they kept me, and then they kept bouncing me around from police station to police station. And most folks that's been screwed around by the state, you know how they can be. And fortunately, it was the power of the mayor that called, and I was immediately ordered to be released and brought to City Hall. They released all my firearms and, subsequently dropped all bogus charges. But Ed stood tall with me and my family right through all of that, he was a part of the whole process that me and Ed went door to door, because the Black community in Uptown wouldn't mess with nothing white. East of Broadway was a different dynamic, because you had the Vice Lords and the Latin Kings, and then west you had Stones and GDs. And we were able to unify the community, the Black community, to come out, and that's how Schiller got elected. Me and Ed, that time, we had worked knocking on doors for not only Harold, but Schiller. Every election, that brother tirelessly worked in that whole process. So I just think, Ed is one, and I'll tell you something really, really significant about that brother.
Mm-hmm.
It really breaks my heart. His mother died. To show you his dedication for the party. His mother died, and there was an insurance settlement. He brought that money and gave it to the party.
Wow.
That's the dedication that brother never looked back.
Yeah.
But a hard-working brother, an unsung hero that will never be known, that worked in the trenches and was a true, sincere, hard-working brother.
We need everybody to take a pause for the calls. I need, clinch fist salute. 5 second clinch fist salute. Comrade Ed Acock, East St. Louis, Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party. And also we need people to hashtag, as we speak, hashtag, long live Ed Acock, long live Ed Acock, Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party. Clinch fist salute. Right on. Long live. I want to just say, I want to make sure that those who just tapping in with us, y'all replay this, repost it, this information in regards to, the Black Panther Party, that, and trying to, when we talk about the such forces, Ed Acock and others, attempt, if you will, to put it in context. And I know a lot of times we think, such tools, apparatuses, social media, they've been there all the time. Even how we look at transportations, we think that it's been there all the time. Excuse me, not the various modes. I mean, even transportation ain't been there all the time. I'm saying various modes of transportation again. Take for granted that people just can move around. Like even right now, we in the process now trying to get some comrades to Minneapolis, and this is in this day and age. So when you hear about different forces being dispatched or coming up, from East St. Louis, so on and so forth, and not to say, again, you have, like I hear about Defense Cadet Mark Clark and others, you like, well, these people just say, how did they just, connect up with this? And you hear about Comrade Stan talked about the Long March, and that commitment and that respect to get the call, hey, we moving, and that's impact every aspect. I'm talking about, your plans, but that of service, and it's not, and I'm going, a lot of people say, well, man, that's kind of like the Army. I beg to differ. It's a different dynamic, because like we coming from a deficit. We coming from we're fighting. The Black Panther Party said, fighting for the minds and hearts of the people. And there's this, when you come from a position of power with a ruling class, like you go on Amtrak or go different places, and you see how the different it's acknowledged where the different people, whether it be the food service or the bus drivers, or even at the airlines, watch the airlines, how this the ticket agents, how they be like, oh, okay, thank you for your service, y'all come on up front. It's acknowledged in the official capacity. And then to get to that stage, at the Black Panther Party, you know what I'm saying, stuff that many people may take for granted, but it wasn't overnight, you know what I'm saying, to make that connection, and you know, in regards to the minds and how important this is. Because a lot of times people look at struggle in a detached, reactionary sort of way, you know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, well, we just go out, just go out there and fight, you know. But that commitment that had the people to understand, your family members to say, okay, man, you heighten their conscious level to understand, okay, I get a phone call, I get to roll out. You know, since and I mean not even if they don't know the details, respect that significance. I recall I was going to the bus one time, and my suitcase, and this a young man, you know me, he said, man, you going out of town? He said, have fun. And everybody started laughing. Said, you know what that is? That's Chairman Fred. You see, ain't no telling what he finna go protest. Ain't no telling what he going, what he going to do. And the heightened level of consciousness to say, man, just the understanding that the army of people that's fighting. Go look at I talked about last week on last week's show program, how it's a lot of discussions we can't have from a point of respect. Like people say, like a lot of different entities want to force the Black community to say, okay, what's your thoughts on this? What's going on in Gaza? What's going on in Palestine? What's going on here? And it's kind of humbling and embarrassing because you know what I'm saying, because you see a lot of entities that is want you to just, you know what I'm saying, don't have no critical analysis, don't come from a position that you should come from, that that you got to be subordinate to, whether it be the Democratic Party, Republican Party, or some dynamic. And that's why I point out, go look at when Minister Yu and the delegation when they went to China. Go look at Deputy Minister of Health, Doc Satchel, others in Vietnam. Go look at that period. Go look at that period. You know what I'm saying? Even when it's with PLO, Palestinian Liberation Organization, Yasser Arafat, it was from a point of, even also to be able to engage in dialogue and positions from, again, that of a position of respect, you know. And so to have, they to make that, a lot of time with no cell phones, that call get out, you know what I'm saying, and to be deployed, I'm using these type of terms, so people try to put it in context, and you know what I'm saying, like, just really go dissect some of the contributions and with this comrade and others, you know what I'm saying, what they did, and look at it in the way of that of service. And if we look at it that way, we can also make sure it's important we remember these forces and have you know what I'm saying, some templates or examples that people can lay out, like, man, this is this we also, these are people we should know about, that was in many cases stop, drop, and roll, whatever they were doing, stop, drop, and roll, and say, man, you know what I'm saying, you hear about cases, the free breakfast program, sisters having going through labor pains, you know what I'm saying, hooking up the breakfast for the free breakfast program. You know what I'm saying? You get to hear that, you know what I'm saying, to go, you know, I don't like the cold weather. I ain't up in California, you know what I'm saying? You know, and to be have those examples of these forces jumping up, say, man, the word came down and stick and move. You know what I'm saying? We live the record on Freedom Radio. We got comrades here.
Henry is trying to get in.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, let me click him up. Okay, right on. Okay, try one more time. Okay, right on. So one more time. Y'all who just tapping in with us, we are live and direct. We're talking about Deputy Field Marshal G.O.'s birthday today, giving birthday greeting to my fallen comrade Ed Acock, East St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? If y'all just tapping in, rewind. We talk about we get some background, some background, you know, on this comrade contributions. So one more time, comrade Stan, tell him hit me right. I'm gonna click him in right now. Okay. Yes, indeed. Reach Free Lakeith Smith. Yes, indeed. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. We want y'all to tap in with us, y'all. Y'all may know we not on blog, so they give us some political, they pulling some stunts with us, but we're gonna keep it moving. Our co-host here, I'm saying, she's online with us, so she can y'all feel free. Some questions or comments to tap in. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, tap that name in. Long live fallen comrade Ed Acock. You know what I'm saying? We just get some background on his history, you know, in regards to, you know what I'm saying, even being.
You know what, Chairman?
Yeah.
Another thing just came to me. I remember we did 3 weeks in the House of Correction. They call it the House of Correction.
Yeah.
But
Cook County Jail.
We were selling papers downtown on State Street, and we had organized a number of those sisters that worked in the like Walgreens. They worked in the restaurant, and that was our safe haven out of the cold. So we could come in, and they would give us free food and you know, hot chocolate and tea and stuff like that. So on this particular day, we had a little sister over there that was manager at the Greyhound bus station. They had a cafeteria up in there. And anybody.
Hold on. Okay. I'm trying to lose you, Comrade. I'm trying to click him in, and I might have another. Hold on. Fremont Powder people.
What?
Comrade, you down?
Yeah, I'm here, Comrade.
Right on. Hey, I don't know. Okay, I'm scared to try to do a 3-way call on this phone. Can you click stand in? Can you click him on 3-way?
Yeah, let me click. Okay, hold on, I get him on.
Call him, click him in. I'm gonna stay right here. We're gonna get both of y'all on at the same time.
All right.
Right on. I'm gonna stay right here. While that's happening, we're gonna talk about this case of Jonathan Majors. Your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? How Marvel, you know what I'm saying? Other entities have dropped them already. Your thoughts on the verdict? Input. What else is on the other day? We talking about ACOT, the field marshal, GO. Something else we had on something else we were covering down on. Something else. Something else. Temple White Night. More right on. Give my godson and family I love and respect. No, best in the building. Right on. Free them all. Long live ACOT. Y'all happy birthday, Deputy Field Marshal Gio. Go on his Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? Hit him. He ain't gonna say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? But man, ask what's his cash app. You know what I'm saying? Send something to him. You know, for the birthday. He's been deployed or dispatched. You know what I'm saying? We got to be working on the Present Day Rainbow Coalition, and we talking about that. Remember that term? You know, it happened to come in to discussion about this brother here, Ed Acock, who was at East St. Louis. Comrade Stan was bringing us up to speed about a lot of work, you know, he did outside of here in Chicago and other places. I mentioned earlier about the contradiction about the community refrigerator, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The electricity being on. We're getting it fixed, but we still want we want the program to still keep on going. Are y'all on, Comrade? Y'all on?
Right on.
Okay, right on. Right on. Okay, y'all. We are joined back. Comrade Henry, Comrade Stan, we got both representatives out of the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? BTX in the building, free them all. I extend our birthday greetings to Uncle Bobby again, no doubt about it. Yes, indeed. We're talking about the fallen Comrade Ed Acock, and I just want to give some background, as we say, some background. And I think it's imperative that we acknowledge these forces. And if we can take a little time traveling when we talking about it, try to just come about this whole thing. I know like this. We talking about organizing, talking about commitment. You know what I'm saying? Without social media, imagine without social media, and also that like when you told me your family was traveling years back. You hear about what they call a green book, how people certain places you couldn't even stop. Entertainers talk. Look at the movie The Temptations. Out to my how you couldn't stop. You couldn't stop at certain places. I recall myself as a child growing up in the car with my grandparents, and so then that bucket be in the car. You know what I'm saying? You don't know why you get that bucket be in the car. You know what I'm saying? Any place matter of fact, today is certain place you can't pull over, but so to be able to get that a phone call, a word, we need y'all, man. You designated to be here. Well, I ain't got nobody there. I don't know no people. What you going? You know what I'm saying? Man, this impacts your family, your relations. The struggle is not this individual. I don't care what you're about the question of prison. I don't care about the work. You know, as Winnie Mandela say, when a prisoner is in jail, it's not just the prisoner who does the time. The impact is a revolutionary. You cannot have the conversation. You know what I'm saying? With the whole impact of the family, all of that, and to have that intertwined, that understanding. You know what I'm saying? Any given time, I look at my suitcase now. It's like it's my dresser. It's my dresser drawer. I live out of it. You know what I'm saying? And that impacts everything. Comrades, Take us there, man. You know, so we Henry, you just joining us now. Stan was giving us some background. Give us, you know what I'm saying? We just got the word December the 16th. Lost his comrade. Definitely not, you know, a revolutionary condolences to all those impacted, you know what I'm saying? But give us a little back, you know, tap in, you know, a tag team with, you know, Comrade Stan. I don't know if you heard what he was laying out earlier, and you know, put us in that time zone and some, you know, saying some of the things that you recall of, you know what I'm saying? We'll make sure that we this is documented. People share this, and matter of fact, Comrade, make sure y'all make sure it's posted on YouTube. That is reshare it, you know what I'm saying? Because again, this is not just in the history books. We want to make sure we know what these forces are. So with that being said, Comrade, give us a look, give us the insight. You know what I'm saying? On this Comrade Ed Acock.
Okay, Ed Acock, like you said, he made his transition this past Saturday from illnesses that he had suffered with it for probably the last 5 or 6 years that me and Stan know about. Ed is one of many of the unherited foot soldiers, or the rank and file that do things. They be out here. They pound the streets. They go up and down in the projects. The whole gamut for liberation and trying to educate people, but you never hear about them unless you know what they did personally. I met Ed with Acock in the summer of 1971. I was selling Black Panther Party newspaper in downtown St. Louis. And he came up to me and some of the other comrades. We got to talking. He said he wanted to join and things of that nature. We had a long conversation. And at the end of the day, when we left to sell the papers downtown St. Louis, went back to East St. Louis, because at that time we was able to get an office. We tried very hard to get an office in St. Louis. And one of the founders there was a brother by the name of Willie Holmes. He had started NCCF there. But we was never able to get an office because after the police had got rid of the office in Kansas City, Missouri with William O'Neill, they made the decision there was not to be no other Black Panther offices in the state of Missouri.
Hold on. I just want to jump in for 2 points. One, I know we hear NCCF. You may not be familiar with that. National Committee to Combat Fascism is more like a mass movement. You know, saying that I think the certain Minister UP Union designated this like so more of a mass mobilization for the people, but also just want for clarity also that we talking about Kansas City, we distinguish Pete O'Neill, Charlotte O'Neill as correct, as opposed to William O'Neill, the infamous William O'Neill that was in Chicago who supplied the floor plan for this resulting assassination of Deputy Chairman Fred Defense of Lamont Clark. So just want to throw it out for clarity. Go ahead, Comrade.
Well, I'm glad you caught that and corrected it. We don't want no confusion with that whatsoever.
Right on.
Me, Stan, and a couple other folks, Willie, and a couple of us talked over the weekend. I remember he was telling us that the police came to him, was willing to pay him to get on the payroll to keep from opening up an office in St. Louis. So that's why we were able to open up offices over in East St. Louis, because every time we went to meet people or went to places, they didn't show up, they changed their minds. It's just, the gamut of that type of situation that keeps them open up offices. But get back to Edward. When we left for selling papers, they never came back to us. Basically, Edward stayed with us from then on. He stayed with us till we closed off St. Louis, and I think it was toward the autumn of '73, and we merged back into the Chicago headquarters because they were going to make the big push out to California. At that time, they were sending people out there, merging a lot of offices to do that big push for the campaigns of Bobby Seale and Larry Brown. Edward worked every program that we had in East St. Louis, also in Chicago. The breakfast program, the prison program, voter registration, for lack of a better term, I'm going to say gang intervention, because there used to be a time where the different street tribes that we know now, they would come to our office and they would park they TE at the door. They hash out. They would hash it out, and he was involved in everything we did. And very selfish brother. Didn't complain about too much, but he was very respectful, very knowledgeable, and he soaked up the knowledge of the Black Panther Party like a sponge. It's a really big loss, to be honest with you. But a lot of people that were in the Illinois chapter never know him. Some of the people left, they never know him, never had the opportunity to meet him, and it's really a shame, to be honest with you. Stan, I'm gonna let you pick up from here.
Well, I think you tapped on everything. We worked together. All of the programs. Ed was one of the primary cooks at the Southside office at 4233 Indiana. He was one of the primary chefs for the breakfast program there that we ran out of the Southside office after we closed up the Westside office. So very diligent, hardworking brother that, never wavered on any assignment that you put him on. But like I said, he's really an unsung hero. I can never forget the brother to take up a shotgun to protect me and my family while we slept. And just so me, I was about to tell Chairman earlier, we were selling papers downtown and we had organized some sisters that worked in the restaurant. So on this particular occasion, one of the sisters was the manager of the restaurant at the Greyhound bus station. This was when it was on Randolph and Clark across from the Daily Center. So we went down. This was, an opportunity for us to come out of the cold. That's why when we talked about the selling of the paper in Chicago in sub-zero weather, I had the servant laughing at one time because they were trying to figure out, well, how did we sell the paper in sub-zero weather? And we improvised. I mean, we would get on the trains and ride from one part of the city to 95th Street selling it. When the pigs got after us, we would jump off, and then we went into on the college campuses and sold it, and we got ran out of there. But when we did sell on the street, the sisters would look out for us. They would feed the comrades, give us, warm drinks. And on one particular occasion, we go down. There was about 5 or 6 of the comrades, so we got our bags full of papers. We go down to eat, and the pigs were notorious at the Greyhound bus station for jumping on black folks, putting cases on them and stuff. So this one pig, he had feelings for the young lady that was loyal to the party, and he summoned the rest of the pigs and said that we had stole food from the cafeteria. So as we were exiting the bus station, he called the Chicago pigs, and they sandwiched us in and started beating us and with billy clubs and everything. And we defended ourselves and everything. So they locked us up, and Russ told us we was purged. Slim came down and found us out. We stayed. We got a verdict, a judgment against us for disorderly conduct, and we were sentenced to 3 weeks in the House of Corrections. But Ed was a part of that group of comrades that threw down that day with us with the pigs. Boy, we fought with everything we had. So he's definitely, man, a true Panther. When you say, Chairman, there was people that was in the party and there was Panthers, real Panthers. Ed was definitely fit the mold and is an unsung hero. It's so much that I personally went through with that comrade that I could never forget it. We always live on.
Right on.
When the police decided they were going to raid our office in East St. Louis, it was right there too with the shotgun. Also, you had Sister was one of the co-founders by the name of Veronica, was shotgun. And that's why it hurts me when I hear these brothers out here want to call sisters to be in the H word, because that is so counter-revolutionary, just unbelievable. And I hate the fact that they have a lot of sisters accept that and think that's some type of endearment of love in his life. But Ed was a true, he was a true unsung hero. Ed he was loyal. I mean, when you say ride or die, Ed was ride or die. Stan, tell us about the campaign with Harold Washington.
Oh yeah, I mentioned that earlier. How Ed was actually, he ran the print press. He printed up most of the buttons, most of the propaganda for the whole mayoral progressive wing, whether it was the mayor, Dorothy Tillman, Tim Evans, Larry Bloom, Chuy Garcia, Gutierrez, you name it. I mean, anybody that was with Harold, that was a part of that progressive wing of politicians at that time. Ed was a press man. He worked over there at that Justice Graphic. And some nights Ed would come home at 2, 3 in the morning and have to turn around and shoot right back, depending on whatever print jobs came in. But yeah, he was dedicated to the struggle without a doubt. Nobody can, and then, like Henry said, some people wouldn't know him because those individuals were probably gone. But he was that oil in the machine, brother, that you take for granted.
So you're right.
The oil in the machine.
So you're right, y'all. We live on the record on Freedom Mall Radio, December 20th, in the spirit of making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. Again, for those who just tuning in with us, the Blog Talk is down. We're not on Intellectual Radio tonight, but we are live on the record on Facebook, Instagram, also on YouTube at Chairman Fred Jr. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe. Sister Crystal Garden has been a Freedom Mall, Brother Baton has been a Freedom Mall. Yes, indeed, for decent to tap in with us. We are live on that record in the spirit of making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. We are talking about the contributions, the commitment of fallen comrade Ed Acott of the East St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? And Henry's touching down with us. Henry Nesbitt talking about making that connection. He worried about the Illinois chapter, St. Louis. I know a lot of times people hear St. Louis, they talking, oh, you talking about Nelly or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? But the deal, you talking about a climate. I'm talking about the climate in the spirit of internationalism, where, you know what I'm saying, where it was a common conversation, you know what I'm saying? It may have altered with different accents and jargon, but it was a common discussion of struggle, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying, and be able to get that that basic conversation addressing the basic needs of the people, articulated by the 10-point platform of the Black Panther Party, you know what I'm saying? And even a climate that you've seen, that whether it be artists, athletes, you know, so whatever, nobody was dismissed from that, and it was bragging rights. It was, you know, saying you honored, you know, saying how could you engage in struggle liberation for our people? So we want to make sure that we acknowledge those forces. Also, you see the other on the flyer, today's flyer, the picture to the bottom far right of today's flyer. That's Chairman Fred inside the Juvenile Detention Center. Yes, indeed. Inside the Juvenile Detention Center. You did. Chairman Fred, you did. Chairman Fred said you did. We're going to be out there organizing. We coming to you, know what I'm saying? We will come to your bed. You got to go to bed. We will come see you in your bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? And I am just, as what Chairman Fred said, too, proletarian revolutionary, intoxicated, can be astronomically intimidated, just came off touching down, seeing the peace these youngsters had did, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, and one of the youngsters, I'm not gonna say unfortunately, I'm gonna say fortunately, he was just released, so I didn't get to meet him. But it was and it's inspiring, and we're working on getting set up something now with these youngsters. When they get out, they can come and, you know what I'm saying, even add their contributions to the Hampton House. You know what I'm saying? Comrade Stanley giving an update, y'all, too, about the work we're doing at the Hampton House. And we take, you know what I'm saying, we going, it's tug and pull. But hey, my brother, right on, free them all. Yes, indeed. Right on. And I'm so excited, you know what I'm saying? I'd be hesitant about even going to look at some of the things. Hey, how you doing, sis? Right on. I'll be hesitant because about about even looking at the progress of it, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's I mean, I wouldn't be all the way open with you to say that it's not it's emotional. You know what I'm saying? Again, to, as one brother said to me one time we first took on the campaign, he said, "Chairman, you see some of the same dishes that Chairman Fred ate out of." And so just the progress, the struggles, and I say the struggles, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, we just say, well, let's just talk about the good dynamics, you know what I'm saying? But it's important also that we talk about the contradictions, you know what I'm saying, and that we acknowledge them, but also keeping the pros outweigh the cons, you know what I'm saying? And I like this. Minister U.E.P. Newton said that his mother said, her preacher said, again, Minister U.E.P. Newton said, his mother said, her preacher said, a certain amount of suffering is good for the soul. You know, just you appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? When you go through certain times, tug and pull and struggles, man. But I just again want y'all to make that drawing that's inside the juvenile detention center. And this is a place where these youngsters who are, up to 17 years old, many of them, are held at, and facing a lot of situations. If I'm some, I'm saying some cases where, I mean, I think people, you hear the word juvenile, sometimes you're subjective about like you hear women, like see like the women's correctional center, you say, they treat them with kid gloves, or the juveniles treat them. No, you know what I'm saying. I mean, the amount of time that they're facing, be held captive, and also it's at a period of time in your life, like even scientists talk about. Clinical scientists, like, I think the vortex of the brain is not developed to a certain age. To a certain age you get, and you think about the absurdity that there's even to this day discussions, or better yet, no, this. I mean, like not discussions we're supposed to be. Will be more than discussions happening. That you even have these these children being locked up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and throwing these, they call these numbers at them. You know what I'm saying? You look at the absurd terms like, Hillary Clinton, former Secretary of State, you know what I'm saying, former First Lady of the United States, child predator, so on and so forth. And I got the opportunity, just touch down with these youngsters and have a conversation with them, and be able to catch. Hopefully, they have these images of more, Chairman Fred and the likes. And when you have those, as we say, real models, not role models, real models, it impacts you. It impacts you, people that you really relate to. You know what I'm saying? And every discussion we have to have it in a political context. I was discussing with someone the other day, and cat said, "Man, I can't believe this other cat talking about, I hear this other cat talking about suicide." And I say, well, I say, even we have to it has to be put in context. I think the best argument that we have to tell, that we have to show a lot of these children, or people, because let's be upfront. You have to put it in context, and you just can't have I say, even in this system with our people, suicide and something, it's really it's homicide, it's genocide. You can't just tell me about, you have to put in context. You're talking about doing, transatlantic slave trade, with women throwing, their babies over, over the water. Just don't have that discussion without putting in context, the quote unquote choices, and I say quote unquote because some people say there's always a choice, but you have, that's a different dynamic, under duress, our people. But the best struggle that we can offer in regards to this is that this system is on a mission to kill us all one way or another, whether, internally. I mean, I say internally. You look at this. That's what this system does to us. I mean, I tell we only see the physical toll, but it would gut you. It would kill you, and we have to struggle to people to say, listen, we can't get them that number. You follow what I'm saying? It's a war on us. You know what I'm saying? And be sensitive and acknowledge that this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like face forming on Scarface. So when he described prison, he says like living and dying at the same time. Speaking of face, I gotta acknowledge y'all. Check him out on this. What is it? Tiny Desk something. Man, go type in face of Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying? A face mob. You know what I'm saying? And this Tiny Desk something we performed. But I just want to get it out. Levante Burks, so you out, man. You consistent with, you know what I'm saying, the struggles you was held captive in camps, you know what I'm saying, the age you were at. And this is, we really gotta, we talk about the Cook County Jail, talking about the penitentiaries and all that. And the brain, the stuff that impacts us, we gotta really struggle put this in context. A guy told me the other day, he quoted a Dr. Yehuda, I think his name is Dr. Yehuda, that was in did studies of the descendants of Nazi Germany. The descendants now, all the descendants, they did a study in the gas chamber, Nazi Germany. All the descendants in their DNA, there was a sort of strand in all of their DNA, a certain stress strand. Not the ones that just not only the ones that was in the gas chamber, the descendants to this day that you pass down. And I see, well, that's not putting this stuff in context. The ongoing long range impact of war. That's how they have our community so subjective. We'll see the internal external. Talk to my big brother Jacob Blake in the bill, no doubt about it. Internal external. We can look at the in the system, the bait and switch, talking about the crack cocaine era. Man, somebody's rolling. I remember back then, I had the type of cars, and saying, remember such and such, the furs and the minks. But the dynamics that come with that, the toll, the after effect, the reverb effect that comes with that. You follow what I'm saying? Man, we still are paying the price for these Hiroshimas that are dropped on our community. You look at the dynamics of the how the system went through the schools, and they would tap into the emotions of parents in the schools to really turn our children to dope fiends. They need Ritalin. They need this sort of drug because they have ADD, attention deficit disorder, and and you see the long range impact. You look at I mean just see some of these famous cases with some of these rappers that they hit with these bolos of time. And and this is no slight. I know we look at mental illness sometimes and a lot of stuff that subjectively, like, oh, that person crazy and so on and so forth. But you can really see the issues there. And and how and you say, man, how can these people be in courtrooms and they charge, saying? But we have to look at the all long, and I know it's hard because we get so caught up right there. I'm trying to figure out how to survive right now. We can't even have a discussion about generational wealth, because the deal is, man, we figure out how we're gonna make it just right now in this present day. But the deal is, try to struggle, leaving history, how this system thinks long range. It thinks long range. It thinks, I tell you, you gotta be real careful. Even with certain concessions, they talked about, like, even you think back, the time we grew with the government cheese and government the peanut butter. They were saying it was some studies that came. Some brother was telling me there was some studies that came out that put that it was certain things that the sort of peanut butter, certain cheese, like some with your system, like have long range, like the prostate. How it can impact the prostate, and you have to, and we're not coming from a morality to just say, like, well, don't do it, because a lot of times one embarrassing aspects about being colonized, there are certain things you have to deal with. And I like that example that was in Roots, and the brother was on the slave ship with Kunta Kinte, and he said, he explains, he say, this is not our food. But how I need you, he said, this white man's food, to eat it to stay strong, but still recognize what this is, though. You know what I'm saying? The record to stay strong, to be able to get, to get to where we at, I kind of, not in the same sense, but like in a way, like correlated to a minister, people talking about the survival programs, though. You know what I'm saying? So that was not the revolution, but these survival to keep the people alive long enough. You know what I'm saying? That's to be able to have revolution. And and to really put it in context. So, but we have to always understand, not just when it's popular to acknowledge, but this system, even when it comes with the concessions, it's always some fine print to it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you look at this whole phenomenon, they're talking about with the hip hop, the rap, you look and say, man, you look at who the ruling class raised up. You look at the mindset. It's not just by coincidence that the misogyny, how go look at. I know a lot of people don't want to look at it. Go look at the songs. Go look at the images. Go look at the song. You got Krishan Rock. Type in with this white dude. Look at the song that they're singing about with a baby. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's like, and even the studs. You look at you think all these the relationships are breaking up. These are man like slave breeding, like literally slave breeding. So you know what I'm saying? Again, everything is political, y'all. We live on the record free on my radio on Spirit of Making History, Taking History, Taping History. We talked about the community refrigerator, the Hampton House. An individual made a comment the other day on some post, a group called I Am Maywood. The electric is off. We still saying and it's cold the last 3 nights. The lettuce and carrots out there. How did this individual, you know what I'm saying? And it's a class contradiction. And I'm curious what y'all think about that. You people hear when we throw terms like the class contradiction. You know what we're talking about when we talk about that? Let me know your thoughts about that. Feel free to call in and say, well, I thought class meant this. I tell people they talk about, oh, I thought you when you got class. We talking about the petty bourgeoisie. We talking about the mass line. There are different dynamics. How you view what you see as a priority. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even have to be intentional. You know what I'm saying? And you cannot dismiss the contradiction of race, class, or culture, in particular in this country, out of any conversation. How you view priorities, so on and so forth. And we have to acknowledge that, y'all. We live in the regular Spirit of Making History, Taking History, y'all. We're not on Blog Talk tonight, but we like to load it right here, y'all. We coming. We
Chair,
get talk.
I want to show a parallel. You know, when the party was doing the breakfast for children program, you know, there was an urban league attacking the party, saying that the party members hadn't went and got certified with sanitation license.
Wow.
But the party didn't get hung up in that. We kept on feeding children, and it escalated. The program escalated to 3,500 children.
Great point.
A week. You know what I'm saying?
Great point.
At no point in time did we ever defer from continuing to open up the breakfast program. So that kind of attack is common, and that came from one of the so-called, as Huey say, the class intellectual organizations, the Urban League.
Yes.
That attacked the party about the breakfast programs, aligning themselves with the state, saying that we didn't have class certification for sanitation.
Yes. Great point. Great point. For those who listen in, great point. Comrades gave us the background in regards to, you know, some of the programs, such as in particular the Black Panther Party free breakfast program. And we hear about these programs, and I tell people think they just go these programs, you know, saying go uncontested or everybody was in support of it. But again, the attacks, you know, saying whether everything ranging from the actual stuff, tangible things you put your hands on, and from the usual suspects, the ones you think, yeah, the white man came and did this, and yeah, the police, they did come up there and burn, you know what I'm saying, and burn down, burn up clothes or donate and attack the offices, and you know what I'm saying, sabotage the food supplies. Also, you know what I'm saying, again, not just you have to also, and what's inclusive. What's inclusive is we're talking about this class contradiction where it's ingrained in the brain and DNA. A lot of these individuals that you're not even, first of all, the people that you're serving are not worthy of being served, or something, you know what I'm saying, or you know, and also you're not even worthy. The same state that's responsible for having you know what I'm saying, these children hungry. You know what I'm saying? What make the black? These children going to school. They grazing out the power. That's just how they are. Leave it at. Matter of fact, they didn't even know it's like the term that this white lady had explained to me. I said that's something I really want to take into my vocabulary. Because a lot of times people think that other communities or it's a hatred for us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's a term that this lady explained to me. She said no. We were talking about an issue about the Black Panther Party legacy. She said dispassionate. I said that's something that a lot of times Black people in particular we can't relate to. It be dispassionate. It's a disconnect. It's not pro or con. It's callous. You know what I'm saying? It's callous to what you're talking about, and that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like even to our condition, not even doing a study that, you know what I'm saying, like just take, like you would think like, damn, you walk past that. Why? And it's a characteristic a lot of times we can pick up on it. Like you can see the stuff on the news, you don't even see it. You become immune to it. You know what I'm saying? You walk past, it's a disconnect. Then to say, okay, well, where is this institution, the Urban League? Then all of a sudden, ready to say the question about the Black Panther Party, do they have the certification and make and then to put this out in arenas they put it out and to be all of a sudden getting press, they getting press coverage. You go look at the attacks on Marcus Garvey. It wasn't just by the usual suspect. You go look at the different papers and the individuals that came out with the way, and even how even the mistakes, if there were mistakes, how they were exploited. You know what I'm saying? And we relate to what Dr. Kwame Nkrumah has said that, of the Ghana independence movement. He said, man, it is better to be quote unquote even misgoverned by yourself as opposed to be what you think governed correctly by a foreign entity. Malcolm X said, even our mistakes belong to us. Self-determination. You look at certain dynamics, you say, man, how is it this grouping, I am Maywood? I never seen them take out an ad or say, come to the Chairman Fred Street Party August 30th, or come on to the the sipping taste of December 4th, International Revolutionary Day. Never seen them come out to, even all of a sudden there's a post put up about the food, the refrigerator, the food sitting outside the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? You say, well, what about, I want to think, is there a balance with this? You say, you know what I'm saying? You say, well, okay, do your contributions, balance with your criticisms? Have there been an article, a post that say, man, let me get a big article. Say, here, a place that was known as a food desert. You know what I'm saying? This is going to take the wherewithal to say, we're going to serve the people. Let me talk to some of these brothers and sisters who tell you how they going to bed, they're not going to bed hungry tonight. How the families are being served with dignity and pride, you know what I'm saying, to check up on the different forces that come in on their own. You know what I'm saying? I see some tapping in now. The Benjamin Henrys, the Anthony Clouds, you know what I'm saying, the Randall Fall. People from all walks of life. You know what I'm saying? To say, man, to take and during different times and to say, wait a minute, how can I go make sure some food on it for the people? And the heighten that contradiction. Say, it's on automatic drive. It's something that when we talk about struggle, it has to be acknowledged. It has to be acknowledged, y'all. We live direct on Freedom already on Spirit of Making History, Taking History, and Taping History, y'all. So again, we want to use that that discussion. We say we welcome it. We welcome it. We say, come on with it. Now, we say, yes, talk to me, comrade.
So, you know what that reminds me of? You remember the saying about the black preacher in the breakfast program? Majority of black preachers across this country would not touch us when we initially started the breakfast program in a different city. It was, I really hate to say it, but it was other folks who encouraged and embraced those breakfast programs initially. You couldn't put a breakfast program on some of these black preachers out here. And then because of the people, they had no choice but to come along.
And the deal is, you know what I'm saying, we got to hold, as we said, we got to hold the line. We got to hold, you know what I'm saying, even, you know what I'm saying, we got to hold the line, be consistent in our mission. Hold the line and be consistent in our mission. You know what I'm saying? The deal is, the basic needs and desires of the people, you know what I'm saying, and we got to be out there in our office, in the streets, and we see, you know what I'm saying, this need is there. We serve the people out there, and my people still are impacted by that old axiom that, white man ice cold and the black man ice, and we're not worthy of serving ourselves, serving the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and like the Frantz Fanon talked about, you know what I'm saying, the psychic, the impact, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, people automatically just, you know what I'm saying, just jump up, and you have to look and ask yourself a question like, like, does it balance off? You know what I'm saying? That's in anything. That's in the organization. That's in your community. That's in your relationships. You should say, man, wait. If you come out, you know what I'm saying, you're in your relationship. You know what I'm saying, and you every time you say you make a meal, you know what I'm saying, for your loved one. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, damn, this eggs was runny, blah blah. You say, okay, I appreciate that. But you say, damn, all this time is never. I never seen you make a big, statement about, you know what I'm saying, me coming up, you know what I'm saying, going to get the eggs served, you know what I'm saying, even in your household. Then you have to say, whoa, wait a minute, where are we going with this here? Because see, again, you have to you distinguish criticism from slander. You welcome criticism. Like I said, at the Hampton House, we actually have not only a suggestion box. We want, you know what I'm saying? Because don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? The deal is again with your a lot of times people that's something you talk you can pick up on and say, okay, what is this for? Where are we going with this here? You know what I'm saying? Like you have people talk about the crime in the community. You know what I'm saying? You go listen, you say, oh man, they not trying to stop the crime. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I gave some ideas. They keep on trying to punch holes and they looking for kinks in the armor. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful on who you have discussions with, because like it's a TV show, SVU Crime or something, and they talk to this psychiatrist, and she say, I was trying to give this guy therapy for 20 years, and he's a sexual predator. She say, after a while, it dawned on me, I'm helping him become a better sexual predator. So a lot of times you'll be equipping people with more ways to combat with the work you do. You're just again hold the line and stay consistent on the mission, y'all. Y'all seen that painting on the that's Chairman again. That's Chairman Fred in the juvenile detention center with the youngsters right here, y'all. So so we need these type of again images. You know what I'm saying? Especially with and also have some object discussions about what I'm saying. Think about yourself. Where you at in different. How you came to be where you at. I don't think it's. I know it's not. I don't think. I know it's not back. Once this happenstance, the way the type of propaganda bombs they're hitting these children with, saying this, whether it be social media, what have you, it impacts us. I want to make sure we leave nothing else tonight. I think Dr. Yehuda, I maybe saying the name wrong. It's a study. They did the study on the descendants of those in the gas chamber in Nazi Germany, and you can really, and they showed you the DNA of them, how the stress is passed down. If you think we come up out of this here clean, and people say, well, we're gonna be like the revolution, we're gonna be free in this period of time. First of all, the revolutionary recognizes, is man, D, not as his or her, but also as a people, the damage they'll say they think long. Go look at the man. Go look at what's happening. Take a look at what's happening. You think it's coincidence? It's common now for the women to be the females to be pregnant. You know what I'm saying? With these propaganda bombs going on. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, this is so. You know what I'm saying? I'm impacted as a child before I got here. I was born December 29th. Yeah. What happened December the 4th impacted me. Me and my mother, we talk about this. I don't know the other survivors. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Probably them also wake up at 4:30 in the morning. Every morning. Every morning. I can be another location in the country and sit there 4:30 at time. Man, I'm up. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Long live Harold Davis, but naked true. That's why I was in the juvenile detention center, and the lady had mentioned, I used to see you on Thursdays on Harold Davis show. Yes, indeed. Y'all tap in with us. Y'all feel free to tap in with us, y'all. We got comrades from Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party. Telling us about Ed Acock, the contributions and stuff, and just don't think until we don't hear about. Certain people don't say, well, man, ain't nobody doing this here. We're gonna be the first generation to fight back. There are so many war stories. I'm not saying in a cliche type of way, but like my field marshal said, and he's down south. A lot of people in the south told him, "Say, hey, there's a lot of places down here the Ku Klux Klan did not come to." That's important to note, because you can see so many images. You just think the Klan was running rampant down there, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time, you go look at them. You look at them 48-hour shows too long. You're like, damn, everybody's snitching. You know what I'm saying? You look at them cops. You look at them cop shows too many times. You like the police ain't know they catch everybody. You know what I'm saying? They have an editing room. Yeah, they have a cutting room floor. Yeah, they have certain books. They have certain things. No, this cannot be talked about. They say, man,
Chairman,
yes, sir.
that's why Command Stan always tell when we do have opportunities to speak to anybody, we always tell them, please you ask your grandparents, your parents, your uncles, they're crazy uncles, crazy. Ask them what happened to them. What were they doing in the 60s and 70s? A lot of people have stories to tell, but they are still to this day afraid and scared to say anything. That's a lot of knowledge. That's a lot of history. And every time one of those people leave us, it's like a library is gone.
Yeah. And we got them. Also, we have to do, again, I can't stress this philosophical tool of dialectical materialism enough. In plain layman's terms, y'all, we have to read between the lines and look at certain situations. Like it's certain things, like you say, damn, this must be a problem. They keep us away from me. You know what I'm saying? You look at certain, we have to be like, being oppressed, you got to be creative. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In communication and grasping information. You have to look at it and say, oh, this must be. I mean, I think back as a child, I said, oh, if they raised this person, they must, this must have been a hell of a cat. A brother told me in Galesburg, a brother named Randy. I never forget. I was coming from the yard, and I never forget, I had these jogging, these sweats on, and mud all over the jogging pants, mud on the shoes. I was on the yard running in the mud. And I came in, and Brother Che Juba was that was my man, long live Brother Che Juba, man. Che Juba had said, they go to chairman right there, you can sit down. And Che Juba was my point man for security, man. And Che Juba say, man, the chairman right there. So the brother, I can talk to him? And he said, yeah, talk to the chairman. So I said, yeah, I said, what that, man? Come on. I said, it's everyday people here, man. What's happening? He said, man, I don't know who you are. He said, but when they came through my cell, the police, them guys, he said, they went through all my other information. He said, all my street literature, when they seen a picture of you, he said, man, they snapped. They tore it. He said, they tore that cell. They snapped to take them to isolation. He said, I got to touch down. If they tripping about this, let me touch down with this brother. In 2004, we fought out the street, the street sign, named another Chairman Fred. Man, the way the fraternal police them came out, we said, whoa, this got man. And sometimes I even get a little comfortable in that. I tell people, I'll say, man, I get a little lax and say, hey, okay, man, man, you tripping, you know what I'm saying? You going so hard about the legacy. And you see the way they keep coming at it, I mean, directly and indirectly, covertly and overtly, trying to water it down, change it. Like you're in a relationship. You get comfortable with your lady, you know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Like, yeah, we together. You go to the lounge, so you get that reminder check. Like, oh, man, hold on, man. I got something going on here. Everybody trying to get their reality check. So it's certain things our people, you're like, man, every time we try to have a discussion, just acknowledge a certain, man, all of us, it's a big old thing. You know what I'm saying? We can't mention them. Man, hold on. If we ain't no problem, you shouldn't be no trip. You know what I'm saying? So you have to use dialectical materialism a lot of times. Some of the characteristics, aspects of dialectical materialism, y'all, common sense and logic. Take into account past history. You know what I'm saying? Man, real talk. It's something about this here, man. It's something about us here. Yeah, they don't want us to know, y'all. Real talk. Real talk.
I want to drop one last thing. Today we lost one of our black belts, Brother Fontaine Harris. He had been on me about he wanted to meet you. He was working security out on 87th Street, and some kind of altercation took place. And according to what we know, a woman and two guys came back in ski masks and shot him in his head. His name is Fontaine Harris. Good brother, man.
Wow.
Brother, he was on me about. He's been on me about meeting with you, man. I'd like to make the chairman. I'm like, you got to introduce me to him. And I was with him about 2 weeks ago. We had a tournament.
Yeah.
And he was there getting on me again. But yeah, he got shot and killed today at 87th in Cottage Grove.
Wow, definitely. Send out condolences to him, to his family, entire community. You know what I'm saying? And I regret, so do we get and we we got to move fast, got to move organized, y'all. There, saying that no guarantee tomorrows, y'all, especially in the colonized community, and we view it, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, We got to seize the time, so you keep us abreast on any services or whatever they have going for the brother. You know what I'm saying? Express our most deepest, as we say, Cub and community condolences. And y'all see me posted up there. That's from the Black Panther Party Cubs in the community. We tied in, and I thought people said, "Did you know this person, Chairman?" We said the people's pain reflects. The people's pain reflects. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can't, in certain dynamics, you know what I'm saying? You, a community, you take, it's like a family. You can take certain forces up out of it, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you don't see the impact of it. You know what I'm saying? Just even that, you know what I'm saying? We don't have, they do studies, and like I can't keep on, I can't reiterate that dynamic about that gas chamber. I can't reiterate that enough. It's the stress, the DNA and the stress. And you know what I'm saying? The case of 115 hospitals, young sister was inside the Vienna joint. The guy came in, her brother, her son, the case he caught, the shooting, and like even how it becomes normalized to us, you know what I'm saying? Even this, you know what I'm saying, like 87, it's, that's not, I don't know the details, but that's not detached from a community, you know what I'm saying? That's, the people live around there. I'm on his children, his family, and really, we're deprived of like having a, they call them not Geneva Convention, what's them, Nuremberg hearings, Nuremberg trials, you know what I'm saying? Where they talked about the impact of gas chambers, so on and so forth. So we really deprived of this. So again, our condolences, man. Yeah, keep us posted on that.
That was a hell of a spot that the party had on lock, that particular mall, because there was a brother that was in the party named Jack Holloway. He had a barbershop there, and he used to cut all of the party members' hair for free. But we used to move a lot of the party's papers in that community there, man.
I know exactly, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly. Jack Holloway he told me a war story too. That he say, man, the barbershop over there. I recall him. He said, man, I be dressing sharp and stuff. He said I had matching clothes, socks, everything. And he said a lot of cats were trying to trip on me, like, man, this cat just he ain't on the grind getting dirt on his fingernails. He said he'd never forget. He said T-Pose, when the chairman told him to go somewhere pick up some milk for the free breakfast program or something. And he's like, man, over there with them white boys, and the chairman looked at him like he said, so he went on over to do it. He said, oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Come on, I'm gonna click y'all up for 1 minute. Let them still tapping in on Facebook. They need the phone for a few minutes. I'm coming back by 5-7 minutes. I'm gonna click it up for 1 minute. Okay, let me say, I'm still talking to you, saying this story though, y'all, for those on the Facebook Live. Damn, Jack Holloway. Jack Holloway say, he go to get the milk, and he said, when he pull up, he say, how can we help you? He said, man, Chairman Fred sent me over. He said, man, them cats line up, get that milk for the man. He said, packed it up in the truck for him. He said, man, this, it's over the free breakfast program. You know what I'm saying? That was a war story. I remember Jack Holloway had told me, yes, indeed. Now you went back on me, Levante, Death Wish. Who did you remind me, man? You went, yeah. Remind me. 22, yeah. Sets 45, New Orleans in the building, y'all. Gucci in the building. Real talk. Africa Cherry joined in with us, y'all. My G joined us, y'all. Jack Holloway's, yeah. You told me mother country on Jack, y'all. Okay, I'm just shot y'all, yeah. Oh, I done missed a lot of these comments. Oh, y'all forgive me. All on my fault. We had good questions and comments. I done missed a lot of this stuff. Wait a minute. Forgive me, y'all, on Instagram. Man, I done missed a lot of y'all forgive me. Let me try to see if I can catch in, jump in. I done missed a lot of good comments and questions. Okay, let me see what, man. Y'all forgive me. And I'm working on my technical skills, y'all. I'm really working on it. Let me see how can I go. I'm trying to jump some of these questions. Oh man, great man, energy. Oh man, okay, who can, man? I see Cub Life know that about it. Good afternoon, beautiful boldness. Good afternoon, right back at you. It's love for them all. Y'all, and I'll be people telling me, did you add me? Blah. I'm learning as I go. Y'all forgive me, y'all. I would say business strings and can. That's right. That's right. We get the word out. No doubt about it. I'm thanking all y'all for tapping in with us. Man, free them all. I forgot to exchange them. Okay, with you. Okay, at least treat. Okay, so okay. I think we met the 63rd event. Yep, I think I'm gonna get the for the channel. I'm in LA, living like God. Okay, right on. I gotta get back up there. Wait. Oh, okay, youngster, Jaleel, right on. Free them all. Okay, man. You know I ain't hard to find, man. Okay, you got the direct number. I must free them all. Sis, right on. Free Lakeith Smith, y'all. Montgomery, Alabama. Yeah, make sure Sister Tina, that's his mother. Lakeith Smith served charges an adult, 15 years old, felony murder. The police admit they killed this the guy they gave him the case for. How do we become involved? Okay, first thing, go get 6 episodes of Free Them All Radio. This is what we're doing right now. Write them up, hit us back, say, I got my 6 episodes. Do we on a summation? In other words, like a paragraph or two, like for example, this show. Okay, say, man, okay, man, I didn't know nothing. I thought this was about Ed. I did some research on Ed Acock. I learned it, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? The work, you know what I'm saying? Even W. Field Marshals, the work that they doing, the juvenile detention. You know, my summation on the impact of that, of Chairman Freda's image being there. Paragraph or 2, 6 episodes. Then we go from there. Reason I say that, because a lot of times we lose people after that. They like, people, I want to get out. We lose after that. Then we're going to talk about the amount of club community service you got to engage in. That's our next move. Yep. Our next move. So then hit us on live. Remind me, because we say email it to us. The website, my website is in the process of being put up too. Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. I think it's Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. website or Chairman Fred. I think it's Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. The website that's being put up too. Tighten up. Okay, I'm saying I'm just tapping in. I just answer questions that I missed, y'all. Y'all don't forgive. Don't charge it to the heart. Do not charge it to the heart. Do not charge Stone Cold Cleopatra. I seen the building right on. Glad. NPR, man, Stone Cold. The face, did he do it? Did he do the damn thing? On NPR, Tiny Desk, yeah, man, yeah, man. I was in the studio face from years back, y'all. Type in the remix on that Never, like we did on our own, you know what I'm saying? But type in Chairman Fred Jr. and Scarface. But we it's a piece I can't get. Black America, Nalon, that man, I wonder if I can find that. Black America, myself, Nalon, and Face. It might be on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? We might can find that. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Is that for me? I don't know if that's me. Oh, they ain't on this one. I'll keep up with this question. We touched on this a few weeks ago. We go, what's happening in spirit of internationalism? In fact, okay, McPhail, on Senate 8008. Your thoughts in regards to Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso. This is, in fact, the theme. Let me say this: the theme. The thing every month, every August 30th, the Chairman Fred Street Party and December 4th, International Revolutionary Day. We have a respective theme. This year's theme for December 4th is International Revolutionary Day, and we talked about the different contributions that's going out, you know, saying throughout the world. And I'm just going to ask something in particular, because let's go with Niger for example. The impact of, the position of, you know what I'm saying, the community, the respective community, like France, they just like, man, get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people make a question, what do you mean? They tell a friend, we talk about a term like colonized. You know what I'm saying? When you colonize different, like, you know, so historically, you know what I'm saying, whether it be Africa, throughout the world, that's the principal contradiction we're talking about. there are people who are subjected or oppressed, who are ruling class is, you know what I'm saying, controlling not only the economic, not only the land, not, you know what I'm saying, so that's not not only the economic. In other words, not just that we're talking about, you know, the Ghana, the cocoa there, that place like Hershey, Pennsylvania gets to, you know, reach the benefit, not just Afghanistan, you know what I'm saying. These we talk about these different wars and stuff away. They tell us we're just a fight for democracy, but you start talking about the different like the coca leaf, you know what I'm saying, trade routes, you know, so the poppy leaf, and that was in, you know what I'm saying, in Vietnam or Afghanistan, the raw forms and certain things. You start really saying, so these are the reason for these dynamics, you know what I'm saying. And a lot of times people say those terms like even discussion going on in Gaza. You hear terms like peace in an abstract, trivial way, like it's just okay. Well, I just can't get along. You want to look at that in the streets, on the streets. That's simple. That's simplistic. In other words, they just, you say no. These cats set tripping. They want this particular block. It's not just, oh, they don't like each other. This color, the blue don't like the red. But no, you said no. There's some tangible stuff that's going on here. So in regards to these different places, these uprisings, and you're talking about these discussions, we have to have more than the elementary assessment. You know what I'm saying? The Panama, the deals that were made, like the Panama Canal, and the history with America in particular, like, you know, like the bombing and burying 40,000, at least 40,000 black people in Panama alive. You know, say, because you think like you can't like here in North America. Like you know, it just happened to be this way. No, you look at the history. You ride through some place like, man, how would I say words like Indian together? Like they just gave them the land and they retreated, said nobody want the land. You start looking at different dynamics. You the raw. We talked about the Congo. This is the Congo. The Congo. The cobalt. You know, ain't no cell phones happening. You know what I'm saying? The raw. See the raw resources. You know what I'm saying? The raw resources, you start thinking like, why the Chinese, why the French, why the Belgian, why these different in U.S., why these different places? Then you see different periods of time that you see these uprisings and these wars, and you see the propaganda that's put out to say, hey, this just, you know, people having differences of opinion. We just settle out this, you know what I'm saying? I don't like you. No. There's some stuff going on. It's like actual. We're doing you can't come on abstract answers for no tangible, concrete contradictions. What do you mean tangible? Like, you know, cobalt, bodies, prisons, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, this stuff you can do. I mean, like literally, you know what I'm saying? The mines, the mines. I forget who said it. Was it France? Stephen B. So quote, one of the most valuable weapons that the oppressor has is the minds of the oppressed. You know what I'm saying? You to have people want to be like someone's oppressing them. You know what I'm saying? To have people desiring to identify with the same ones that's raping you. You know what I'm saying? That's colonized. You know what I'm saying? So to be engaged in struggles and we want self-determination. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, it don't look as good as this. I'm sure it don't, because you have, and with power, you have defined to me my definition of beauty. You know, my definition of success. You know what I'm saying? How many pieces of sheet paper, how many degrees I can be validated by you? You know what I'm saying? You, man, this is a conflict of interest. So I'm touching general with this. It's important that a climate can be, as you've seen, we make this talking about now, the Black Panther Party, and not only the Black Panther Party, that in the 60s, that movement, that climate, where it was a correlation, you know what I'm saying, of what's happening in Vietnam, Philippines, and Africa, you know what I'm saying? So this serves a number of purposes. People say, wait a minute, I just can dismiss this, you know what I'm saying? But you've seen statements coming from China, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, from Africa, you know what I'm saying? Acknowledgement, you know what I'm saying? What's going down? You seen even a challenging apartheid in occupied Tanzania, South Africa, where, you know, there was a position to artists, hey man, don't go over there and perform, you know what I'm saying? And that solidarity, to at least it be acknowledging. At least acknowledge and say, man, I know. See, you say, why is there such resources put into, you know, cutting off the communication? You know what I'm saying? Because once you start that conversation, start happening, you know, so and then you can say, I don't worry about myself. No, I can still, you know what I'm saying? You know, I still want to know what's happening, you know what I'm saying? In Gaza, you know, the Congo, Niger, you know what I'm saying? And you can see the impact, the trickle down impact with even people like, let's go to Niger again, for example. people say, damn, I didn't know France was even calling the shots. So you go look in Haiti. What's happening in Haiti? Like, damn. You say, how do France? I mean, excuse me, how do Haiti? I'm calling Haiti. How do they owe France? You think the table should be like turned around? If they exploited France or Haiti, you start looking at, you start putting stuff in a different context. Like, damn, I see why they, images and self-hatred and, I'm saying, who's controlling the music industry, I'm saying, the ruling class. Since you start, once you start hating the contradiction, like even now what's happening in the hip-hop industry in the States, people just dismiss, oh, these people are successful, they make it. You start, once you pop that Pandora's box, you start saying, whoa, man, this ain't no, man. All these individuals that's raised up, this was producing, what I'm saying? I dismiss a lot of people just being crazy for saying this, or, what I'm saying? It's a trickle-down impact. Go look at Taraji Henson, Taraji P. Henson. Go look at what's the one, Terrence Howard. Taraji Henson is like in tears, talking about the man, how they exploiting them in the music and movie industry. And I tell people that, see, it's a Malcolm X said, America's democracy is an hypocrisy. It's a facade of freedom. You know what I'm saying? But once you seen the climate during the 60s, the Black Power movement, man, that was an era where the emperor had no clothes. You know what I'm saying? Again, the Nixons and the rest of them, it was exposed. You know what I'm saying? People was clear on these gangsters. You know what I'm saying? They was like, man, people like, like it wasn't this abstract they, you know what I'm saying, or the man. It was common conversation. It was common conversation. Lyndon Baines Johnson, man, J. Edgar Hoover. Man, it was. You be on the street, you be like, man, who you on tour with? You be naming like, man, or no, such and such, But it was a climate where these names was trickled down to the ghettos and barrios and the tunnels in Vietnam, and in Africa. It was a common the language barriers couldn't even stop it. Like, man, it was like different. They had these things, the propaganda bombs, in Vietnam and Saigon in particular. Saigon that's where like a lot of black soldiers was concentrated at. They would drop these propaganda bombs. They would say, "Why are you over here fighting this war? Your government, they just assassinated Dr. King, assassinated Defense Captain Mark Clark, Chairman Fred." You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even duck and dodge it. You had black soldiers. What? It was a climate that was not. It didn't stop at the border. You know what I'm saying? It was a climate. You know what I'm saying? Go look at them, Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? Going to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Man, there's a different climate. You did. I'm going through it. I'm gonna bear my soul with y'all now. Some too. I'm kind of speaking of internationalism. I'm gonna say this. I know we're gonna get on time. Oh damn! Ooh, I done surpassed the time. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna make sure I try to add y'all as you go in and respond to some of these names. I appreciate y'all. Most Def, I'm gonna say this. I'm going through the situation right now. Most Def, y'all seen Bay now. Known as y'all seen Bay. We had a discussion. He said, "Man, Chairman," he said, it was some years back that Malcolm X was assassinated 2 weeks after he came back from Canada. Chairman Fred assassinated 2 weeks after he came from Canada. This is the closest I came to discussion. I'm ducking, dodging about even Canada like it's a block. But I love learning, especially about I was saying about the legacy of Black Panther Party. I love learning. And then when my sister Comrade, she didn't make it no better. She reminded me, she said, you ready to find that when Malcolm went to Ghana, they pleaded with him to stay over in Ghana because they wanted to go back to America. But on one hand, like I say, I know I'll be flirting with fire, but I have a thirst to learn and legacy, you know what I'm saying? It all costs, y'all. So I'll keep y'all posted on our next moves though. Shout out to DMX shout out to all to DMX's legacy to his children. And you know what I'm saying? And we go back and we gotta revisit them cases. Them assassinations, you know what I'm saying, of DMX. Yeah. We wouldn't even talk about somebody who laced his joint and got him hooked on drugs. Man, ain't no statute of limitations on that, y'all. So we got to seize the time with this discussion, man. His son, go type in his son and repost that. His son, his daughter, that all been phenomenal. DNA something else. The youngest son did a tribute to DMX for his birthday, man. Type it in, pull up. I think it's on DMX's son, the youngest son, mother, You know, this lady, her Instagram page, Desi Love, DESI Love. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check that and repost that, y'all. Real talk. Love and respect, y'all. Y'all keep y'all heads up, eyes on the fist clench, man. It's an honor. It's an honor. So Instagram, those who I'm gonna try to go in here and read back and connect back with all y'all touchdown. Facebook, YouTube Live. What's it called? Free them all. Justice for Keith Smith, y'all. Justice for them all. Y'all keep your heads up, eyes on the fist clench, y'all. Hey, the Black Panther Party Free Breakfast Program, the Black Panther Party Cubs are coming. They're coming. Black Panther Party Cubs. Here we'll keep y'all posted live and direct over at the just for Nicholas Lee Center, some other place. We're gonna be touching down. We will keep y'all posted, y'all. In the meantime, into between time and after that, y'all. Happy birthday, Deputy Field Marshal Gio. Long live legacy Ed Acock. Also, those in the juvenile detention system. So y'all keep y'all heads up, y'all eyes, y'all fiscal Cook County Jail and any other place, man. It's called Free 'em All. No doubt about it, my sister. Free 'em all. I see y'all in the building, man. Salute right back at you. Again, it's an honor. It's an honor to serve y'all. I would tell us, I'm used to telling my sister Comrade to take us. Our co-host is still on deck with us. She live with us. I'm so used to saying, take us out to the Comrade, but they pulling stuff to their blog talk. But if it come down to it, that's right. 2 tin cans of string. So be it. Free 'em all.